Yo, what's good? Hello, New World. Yo, this is the Ozzy and Sid Report. Let's say it again. This is the Ozzy and Sid Report. 3 times like Dr. Umar. Yo, welcome to the Ozzy and Sid Report. So, definitely going to, like I said, we're going to keep getting more and more content out to you. Right now, it's just me, Ozzy Oz. The co-host, Big Sid. You know, right now, he's doing some other things. And shout out to my guest co-host, She. So, we going to get straight to it. First of all, hello, New World. Get the bag and make an impact. And also, you know, this is viral news off of 2 views. I don't care if 2 people are watching or it's 2 billion people watching. Excuse me, people. I'm just letting you know I'm a little fatigued. A little fatigued out here. I do a lot. I be out here. I be doing content. I got my own other entrepreneurial, I don't know what you want to call it, a journeyman or my adventures, my entrepreneur, the adventures of the entrepreneur, whatever, like on some old comic book throwback superhero shit. So, let's get to it. Yeah, Trump out here wilding, bro. Trump is out here wild. Do I gotta say it again? Yo, Trump, your man you voted for, Big T, Mr. Orange in the Face himself, Mr. The Greatest. I like black people. You know, that guy, yo, he out here wilding. And I do gotta say, it's not my battle. Okay? All I can send is my empathy. However, we went through like this before. My community, my culture, my many ethnicities that make up my people and our many communities that make up one big community. Yeah, we been through it, and now it's other people's turn, and it's crazy. It's just like it's a cycle, just on some humane level ish. It's a cycle of this, and it's just like, yo, how come you just come on, just fix the problem? But you know, that's thinking in a super optimistic world, and obviously we live in where it's antagonists are winning. But I do notice a trend and the energy that's been putting out, so forth. Okay, so is the beeth. Okay, it looks like the protagonists. You know, they say the good guys gonna last. It looks like the good guys are starting to win out here, and it's just not on some sucker shit. Nah, I'm saying like people just living good and clean and somewhat righteous. Now, ain't clean like on some lily white paws. Nah, man. I'm talking about some people just being a decent human being. Like everybody ain't out here graping and pillaging and robbing and killing and dealing. Like everybody ain't on that type of time. There's actually some good, decent people out here. Okay, I just want to put that out there. And when I'm just saying this, because it's like, damn, this is an effed up situation. But the crazy thing is, at least I'm not a king petty. I don't like to show it in your face and kick you while you're down. But there's a lot of other platforms out there doing that ish, and it is crazy. But I understand why they doing it. Because this man, Trump, yo, the numbers ain't lying. Some people say 44.5, some people say 52%, some say over a half majority. Some people say a lot of from the Latino, Hispanic, if you want to call Spanish communities, you can't all group them up as one. Just like my people, you can't group us up as one. There's some differences. But from the Mexicans, the Colombians, the Puerto Ricans, the Guatemalans, the Honduras, even some people from Spain. Continuously. Of large communities that happen to speak Spanish, that's why people will say that slang, the Spanish communities. Yeah, it's a language, and that's not the actual culture and ethnicity of the people, but that's where that comes from. Okay, just give me a little quick backstory and some facts so people don't get it confused. So we don't have to worry about that, and we can understand the message that I'm putting out. So forth. So it's beeth. Trump out here not just killing, not just locking people. Yo, he kicking niggas out. He kicking the brown ninjas out the country. Like, it's one thing for us to get some crazy football penalty numbers on some indictments and all these RICO charges and bringing us down. Yeah, we get shot and killed on a regular dagular, but you know, outside of getting shot and killed, damn, like, yo, he kicking the brown, especially mainly men, just like in our community. Mainly it's the men, but it's women too. But like, yo, he kicking out women and children and men on the brown community, of the Spanish community, like crazy. And then you pull up the numbers and how much are they talking about, are they from they people in they many communities? Yo, the numbers is high on them voting for him. And I get it, you know, there's a coonicity that's happening, because there are people that's here that, yeah, they will identify that, oh, my heritage comes from the Mexican background communities, and that's my lineage, but I am a U.S. citizen, I was born here, or my heritage does come from Guatemala, or I am Puerto Rican based, or, you know, I'm Colombian, or, you know, I'm Brazilian, I speak Portuguese and Spanish, I got both in me, or I'm from one of these West Indian Caribbean countries that speak Spanish. And out of these many communities, these are the same people that actually identified as, yo, this is where my lineage comes from, but I'm a U.S. citizen. But it's even being reported, even they are being caught in sticky situations, because they are some of the ones pointing at on some Hop and Bob, like that movie Life. Tell them about the gun line, boss. Tell them about the gun line, boss. Hop and Bob over here, he pointed like, yo, kick them out. Them, no, not them. Them is over there. But Trump is like, you know what? I feel a little funny about you. Yeah, some of y'all going too. So some of y'all that turncoat on your own people, they getting affected too. And which is crazy. Like, now, yeah, there's a lot of people in the Spanish community. Believe me, they all on the complete opposite side. They, Hispanic communities, Latino communities, they are not voting for this at all. They is not, no, they don't even know how to spell Trump. They like, Trump, who, what? Hell nah. Some of them will start rumbling on the spot. But the crazy thing is, just the numbers is just showing like, yo, y'all was in support. And now he just full firing. Like, yo, get out. Like, no, it's not even an eviction process. It's just like, yo, get, like the movie, like he was running out. It's like Trump behind him, like, yo, get out. It's like there's somebody cheering him on. How, like, he is horny. Paul, Super Paul, he is like horny over like deporting and kicking people out the way he going at it. Like, god damn, bro, like, do you sleep? Like, everybody don't gotta go in like 60 days. Like, you trying to meet a job performance quota, some shit. But yo, it's just crazy in the political realm of what's going on. You know what? This has actually been happening literally early, like late last year. But yeah, we talk about all the entertaining stuff and the celebrity gossip and of course the Diddy parties, and then they locking everybody up in LA, and then if you live online and YouTube, you talking about that. But we kind of knew about these terrorists and the drones and the white light scannings and people getting deported. And now it's a protest. Now we like, yo, let's get off of all these distractions, because us looking at freak off tapes in federal court and all this media being wasted on that. Now I'm trying to hear about these deportations and these terrorists and how it's going to affect us. That's what I want to know. So, I mean, it's just crazy how people really start realizing the truth, but now it's too late. Because even though they protesting this, you know, the streets is talking. Dun, 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 brum, brum, brum. I don't know how to do that sample, but this is Jay-Z's song from Value 1 in my lifetime. The streets is talking. The streets is watching. They watching heavy. And they basically saying like, yeah, y'all can protest, but there ain't nothing to really kind of stand on. I ain't gonna tell them, but like, hey, yo, you know, I understand. Understand your veracity. I respect your heart. I respect your fight and your urge. But I mean, unless now the one thing about these Latino, Spanish, Hispanic communities. I mean, they in my family, so it doesn't affect me. I am concerned. But one thing about them, they do have representation, and they do come with the numbers on the corporate, the government, the lobbyist side. So they might get something done. But right now, the numbers is looking nasty. They looking ugly. Trump out here doing nasty work. I'm just curious to know what his end game is. You feel me? So, segueing out of that, this is going to kind of support this conversation. This year in 2025, I make content. I make content with my peoples. Like I said, I got the adventures of Ozzy Oz and his entrepreneurial journeys. I don't know. I still need to come up with a fly name. Don't judge me. Like I said, I'm tired of out here hustling. I've been making, I don't want to say streams. I've been taking advantage of opportunities. I've been making more resources. I've been working on my health and becoming spiritually balanced, making sure the family is good, making sure the friends are good. I've been like this my whole life because my third eye has been open. I've been raised like that. So this ain't nothing like new. Oh, coming on YouTube, talking about the deep consciousness now. Like, I was actually raised with that. I don't have to get in detail. But believe me, I put it to you like this. Everybody knows about Whole Foods. I know when Whole Foods is Fresh Fields, okay? I knew about the first feng shuis in the 90s, coming out the 80s. You feel me? So, what I'm trying to say is, in this year, 2025, if you kind of recognizing, it's like we ain't got no more time for nigga shit. And then the other thing is like, no more time for the bullshit. And then for the people in the middle, that's a tough one too, because you need to make a decision. And then the people like me, I feel on our side, and other people joining, yo, I'm getting things together. Like, if it's my health I need to fix, if I need to detox my mind, some spiritual, I need to something physical, I need to make more money, I need to reach out to more people, I need to make some acquisitions, I need to perform my athletic possibilities, I need to act, I need to make more money, I don't know, I think I said that. I need to acquire more land, I need to invent, I need to just get stronger, whatever it is. These goals, whether they're physical, spiritual, the mind, or whatever, I feel that there's that wave also going on. So like, you can be with I'm in the caught up in the bullshit wave, or you could be in the middle, kind of stagnant, like, I don't know what to do, or you could be on this wave, like, yo, we making things happening over here. Because like I said, I've been making things happening. Okay, I'm gonna put it out there. Put God first. Put your spirit. Or if you don't, it's God, alhamdulillah, ish to Allah. Ish to Allah. Yo, if God is willing, yo, God is gonna make this happen. Understand that Jesus and Muhammad, they was soldiers out here to give us an example of what we can do, and even learn from their good and their mistakes. So what I'm saying is, get that base core running, because that's what's been working for me. I'm not going to divulge all my top secrets. But basically, I am on the wave of 2025. I knew that if you opened yourself up on the more universal and spiritual plane, that you could really be making some moves and making some changes. And that's what I'm saying. Get on that side. Make some goals. Make a vision board. Make some new affirmations. Get on this manifestation wave. This I'm changing destiny this year. Whether it's in big moves or small moves, whatever. There ain't no pause in this conversation. This is what you gotta do. Because the reason why I'm saying this, and I'm gonna tie this in with the Trump thing and all that, people were so heavy on this voting, which I get. There's a history behind voting, especially if you're a minority in this country. It's crazy work, crazy time, crazy history. Look it up. I mean, in some parts of the world, not too long ago, they just started letting women vote. So imagine what they had over here. But outside of that, like they say in a lot of these spiritual realms and these books and everything, do of the things of what's man-made and earthly bound. Do those things, but also keep your spirit intact. So you can vote, but stop looking at this like this is going to be the, so much awakening, like, all these changes are going to come through. Like putting the bet, like you putting it on, 7-11, I'm about to be on it. Nah, man. Do for yourself. You know what to do. Put in your work. Now, the best thing to do is just to recognize what's going on in this political game. But right now, the reason I'm saying this, bring this full circle, I don't know the end game of what the government is doing. I really don't. And I feel sorry for the people that was kind of leading more with this, because there really are people out there leading with this, like through the stock market and the jobs, through schooling, because they know it kind of affects them. Like, okay, should I go this way? Because if I go with this program, I'm going to get to where I need to get to. And now they getting lost in the sauce, like, because all he doing is raising up tariffs, popping up overseas, doing some interviews and whatever, like he on a podcast and the YouTube special, and then he's just kicking people out. So I'm sure he's doing some other things, but that's what's being publicized in the media. I'll be looking around like, hey, man, what's the plan? I thought we was on some other ish, but we on this, like, what's going on? So that's what I'm saying. Get your spirit in line. Get your spirit in line and start praying. Open up the universe of the God ish to Allah. My man. Spread peace like Jesus and think like Muhammad. Or some militant. I'm telling you. Or if that's not what you recognize on your spiritual journey, get something. I don't even care if you don't believe in, because I can't even say the A word. I don't care if you don't believe in it. No, you believe in something. Because you believe in yourself, because you wake up and you like, I'm about to go out here and do something and make a change in something for the better. Hopefully for the better in something. But yeah, so to bring that full circle, stop depending on these governments and these man-made and these earthly bound like circles of what they're going to do, and that's going to reciprocate somehow reciprocate over to you, and it's going to benefit. No, man. You know what you do. Make a list and start knocking it out, because that's what I'm doing. Like I said, the content, I got these ventures, these different paths I'm on. Out here hustling every day. I'm not perfect, got my faults, but I'm fixing them. And also, I'm getting recognized for my talents and strengths and skills. Say family bound and friends grounded. I don't know, that's not a saying I say. I was just saying family bound and friends grounded. It sound play. It sound P. It sound P, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying on the real, just keep grounded. Open up that third eye. Start working on what you need to work on. And just start moving forward and making progress. So that was just my little Jerry Springer, you know how he used to do at the end of the show. All those talk show hosts, they used to have the most ratchetest shit ever, because Maury would do it too. And then they come with this deep psychoanalytical overview. I'm like, we just watched the most like grimiest trash on TV. Now you trying to come with this professional Princeton Harvard review, and let's sit it down to UPenn and see what they think and proofread it and publish it in the U.S. News. Like, get the F out of here. But yeah, man, Trump, look, I'm gonna start driving because I'm sitting here talking to y'all, but Trump, he just out here on his BS, bro. I'm sure he got a game plan, but right now it looks like he's doing what he wants. And if you paying to play, and as long as he accepts the price, and you better double check, because you might have to pay extra tax on top of the price to make sure he follows through. Yeah, that's it. Because I don't see Trump really focused on the plan right now. I don't know. It's curious. An update on the Diddy trial? Still curiosity, man. It looks like he's about to walk because it's like y'all just making an embarrassment trial run. Is this what this is? But then again, I just don't see the federal government just putting together a case like this. Okay, I can see Diddy walking if the federal government already knew, like, yo, from the higher ups, we pretty much know we're gonna let him walk. We just gotta run this case. We gotta run these dockets and these numbers, and we gotta run this content and this info. I really see they already got it destined for Diddy to walk free. And this is not me on my personal or how I feel about the situation. I'm not even gonna talk about that tonight. For what? Because I really have no attachment to it like that. I don't idolize. You know, I don't put myself in the realm of what these people do in their personal lives. It makes it basically. Honestly, I'll tell y'all this right now. Me and Sid, when she gets here, sometimes here and there, he gets his input from behind the scenes. We talk about these things in this content because they're good conversation pieces. Because basically, I pull inspiration and information from these situations. Because when you take out the celebrityism, a lot of this is like real life situations. Or if you haven't approached these situations, you can learn from them and know what to do, so you know how to move and operate on how you are and how you want to do it. So that's what I really talk about this content. And I ain't gonna lie, it should be funny. It'd be hilarious. Or sometimes just like might drop like, yo, what? Cause still with the, yo, can you transfer fluids over from the back, like from the back room and put it on my nipple, yo, what the? Just the fact you got fluids on you. Anyway, nah, we ain't about to get into that. Cause that, like I said, ain't no personals. Yeah, it just looks like Diddy is gonna walk. It just does, cause like I said, my curiosity is like, yo, what is the Fed's game? Because they don't do this. Now the young thug trial, what they was doing, that seems like more they play. Cause but the federal, they don't play around, but hey, we gonna find out. Just like taking the sports. Shout out to Straight Shooters 94. Shout out to Straight Shooters 94. I said again, shout out Straight Shooters 94. They covering the OKC in Indiana. I don't know what's gonna happen out of them. I thought Halliburton was coming in like, yo, the win is on my end, but I don't know. OKC look like they not giving up. Then, lastly, I already gave y'all the inspirational speech. Get out there and make sure you work out 4 times a day. And if you can't fast, just do intermediate fasting. I'm telling you, it works. I gotta start doing some visuals so y'all can even just see it in my face. I'm how the weight drop. I'm just saying with my own personal workout goals. But anyway, what I'm about to say. Canelo and Crawford. Supposed to be happening. I hope the date doesn't change up. Still, my predictions is that Canelo is about to get this victory. There ain't nothing against Crawford. I know it's like, yo, you black, you're supposed to go for the black dude. You Mexican, you're supposed to go for the Mexican. Puerto Rican, you're supposed to go. If you're Russian, you're supposed to go for the 2 shots of Mother Russia. You're supposed to go for your peoples, basically. It ain't no racial thing. It's just like a proud, like, yo, look, this is what we got. This is our man, you know. Kind of like the draft for the Dave Chappelle pick. Like, you know, it's just a little proud moment. But it actually be respect during the moments. But, since I'm a boxing fan, and probably a level, advanced over base level, 2.5, I'll give myself. Probably, yeah, I know a little bit more than others. Yeah, this fight basically just needs to happen. Like, I want to see it, but no, Canelo is a better fighter. He just is. It's just, mainly, I'll break it down simple. It's his power. You know, Crawford is a fighter's fighter, but Canelo, he just got that power. And I don't know, I just think Canelo just got more of that dog in him. He just wants to solidify. Because honestly, after this fight, and if y'all see it winning, if it goes that way, they're going to start putting him in these GOAT conversations or top 5 dead alive For sure in this era, for sure. So I'm waiting on that fight. Again, this is Ozzy in the Sid Report. A little tired, but I wanted to give y'all content. Check out Straight Shooters 94. Yo, get the bag, make an impact. Hello, New World. This is Ozzy Oz. I'm out.